Hello everyone, how you guys doing? Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful day. Today we are here with a Motherlode mine guide for old school RuneScape and my endless adventure making as many guides as possible. Hopefully you guys enjoy the video. If you do, I'd appreciate a like greatly. But with that said, let's go ahead and get into the guide. To start, the requirement for Motherlode mine is only 30 mining. That's really all you're going to need. There are some additive things that you can go ahead and throw onto your setups that we'll talk about later, but that's all you're going to need. As far as the incentives for actually going to Motherlode mine, the first reason would be that you can get AFK mining XP, which isn't something that's very prevalent in many other places in the game. A lot of the other places are very active and mining's a very slow skill. You can also get some decent GP. I would never go here to recommend someone a money-making method, but if you see this as a mining form of XP rather than a mining money-making method, the extra money you get on the side will be an additive bonus. And then finally, it is required for the Falador diaries. If you want to go ahead and get the hard diaries done, you're going to have to get the full prospector outfit, which you can get through Motherlode mine. So that is another reason you would be coming here. So getting into some of the rates that you can expect, as far as the XP per hour here, at level 40, you can get about 15k XP per hour, while at level 61, you can get up to 30k, doubling that up. At 85, you can expect around 41k XP per hour, and then at 95, you can get up to 50k XP per hour. This sort of tops out at 55, 60k XP per hour, and keep in mind that is assuming you're paying quite a lot of attention, so if you're not paying that much attention, you are going to get less rates. Then for the GP per hour at level 40, you can expect about 40k profit per hour, which isn't too great. Keep in mind, as you get higher levels here, you will get better ores, so the profit will jump here. At level 61, you can get about 80k GP per hour. At level 85, you can get about 250k GP per hour, and then at level 95, you can get around 300k. So again, it's not anything that's going to blow your mind in terms of GP, but whenever you come here to do a little bit of mining, it will be some nice little profit that you can add in on the side. Now getting into the items that are going to be useful for your Motherlode mine adventures. The first one that you're going to need is a pickaxe. Of course, this is something you need for all forms of mining. The better the pickaxe here, the better your rates will be, so keep that in mind. Next up is the prospector outfit. You can get this through buying it in the Motherlode mine shop with golden nuggets that you'll be receiving through your Motherlode mine adventures. So if you're just starting here, you don't have to worry about that, but over time you will be achieving it, and that can get you a 2.5% XP boost. Then an amulet of glory that is charged is also going to be very helpful. This will allow you to get more gems whenever you're mining, so that can add into your profit per hour, and if you're an Iron Man, it's really nice to get extra gems when possible. Then a nice little addition is the celestial ring that you can go ahead and add to your setup if you've done enough of the shooting stars events. You can buy it with the stardust that you get through that, and this gives you an invisible +4 mining boost to your level. So basically just allows you to get a little bit more XP and GP per hour through having it, but not everyone's going to have it, and it's perfectly fine if you don't. And then for two items that you can bring in your inventory, the first one is a gem bag. This one I recommend more so than the alternative that I'll be talking about in a second, but the gem bag just basically takes all the gems that you'll get through Motherlode mine and puts them right on in there. It can store a ton of uncut gems, so you really don't have to worry about banking the gems that you'll get in your inventory as much. You'll just have to empty that out every once in a blue moon. Then there's also the coal bag. This holds coal, of course, and so at a low level, it's actually kind of nice to have in your inventory, because whenever you're pulling ores out of the sack here at Motherlode mine, they'll just go right into the coal bag. However, the higher level you get, the less likely you will be to get coal all the time, so the higher level you are, the less likely I would even bring it. I really recommend it for the lower levels, and the coal bag's also really useful for blast furnace, because you can just put in a ton of coal, and that's really good for blast furnace. So now we'll talk about how to get there. The best way is going to be just through using the skills necklace teleport to the mining guild, and then from there you'll be right outside Motherlode mine. Hop on in and then make your way on to wherever you choose to mine. Keep in mind, whenever you come here, bring a pickaxe, because there are going to be these blocks in the way that you're going to have to go ahead and mine through. If you don't have a skills necklace for some reason, you can also use the Falador teleport, and then from there just start to run towards the Falador party room. To the right of there, you'll find a little building where you can then just go ahead, head down the stairs, and you'll be in the same area that I was talking about with the skills necklace. So once you made your way on into Motherlode mine, go ahead and head on down to the center area, and this is sort of where everything goes on at. So essentially, when you're mining, you'll be seeing these ore veins that are scattered all along the walls on the top floor and bottom floor. You'll get pay dirt through actually mining those, and then from there you take that pay dirt over here to this hopper and drop it on in. If the water is flowing like it is right now, it'll go on down to the sack down here. If it is not flowing, you'll have to go ahead and grab a hammer out of this crate and then hammer these broken struts. This one right here is not flowing. If one of them is flowing, then you'll be good, but there's an example of me fixing that one. Get a little bit of smithing XP for it. But essentially all you're doing is just mining the ore veins on the wall, tossing them on in the hopper, and then gathering your ores at the other end. There is an upper level up here that you can only access if you have unlocked it through the reward shop, so we'll go ahead and talk about the rewards that you can get here. So if you go over here and trade Prospector Percy, you can see all of the items that lie within his shop. So there's the wiki layout for all of the rewards. Essentially what there is to note here is that the highest boost per nugget on the right hand side is going to be the Prospector items you want to focus first. So go for the jacket, then the legs, then the helmet, then the boots. As far as how you want to go about unlocking these rewards, it's really up to you. You can go for Prospector first, or you can go for the coal bag, then Prospector. I think the gem bag should be one of the last things you focus on. And then the soft clay packs and bags full of gems. Those are essentially just things that you can throw your extra nuggets at that you can then turn into GP. So it's going to be more efficient for you to buy soft clay packs for money than it is going to be buying bags full of gems. So keep that in mind. Also, you can go ahead and talk to Prospector Percy. Personally, I already have the top level unlocked. However, in talking to him, you can say, is there anything else that I can unlock? He'll talk about the top level. That'll cost 100 nuggets to be able to unlock the top floor of the Motherlode mine. You'll also need 72 mining as well. And then the other thing you can unlock is the large empty sack over here. Typically you have the small one, just the default one. The default one can store 81 pieces of dirt, while the larger one can store double that at 162. So that's sort of the use there. I wouldn't focus on the large sack until you have a ton of extra nuggets that you really don't know what to do with. And I also wouldn't focus the top level until, of course, you have the level to be able to do so. So realistically, those are going to be two of your last upgrades in terms of what you spend your golden nuggets on. The golden nuggets are something that you can go ahead and get through cleaning some pay dirt, so I'll show you how to do that now. Essentially, if you're on the bottom floor and just starting out here, you kind of want to pick somewhere that's close to the deposit box. If you have the Falador medium diary done, along with 54 agility, you can go right through this dark hole, and this is actually the best spot on the lower level to go ahead and mine. If you don't have that done, which most people just starting out here probably won't, then I personally recommend one of two places over here to the northwest. The first one would actually be just right here. Not a lot of people here, as you can tell, and a very nice spot as well. You got 3 ore veins against this wall, and then 3 more right there, and you can hop worlds if you ever run out and need some more ore. Really doesn't take that much time at all. The other spot that I enjoy on the bottom level is just going ahead and mining out through these rock falls over here, and then you'll be out in this little opening right here. This guy is in one of the other spots that I like. There's a ton of ores around there, and in addition to that, you can go on over here against this wall, and there will be a lot of spots over here as well. So these are my preferred 3 spots. I would say you could also go ahead and head on into this little area too, but that's going to require another mine of a rock fall. So personally, I don't prefer it, but there are a ton of ore in there, and if it's as empty as it is right now, then it's definitely a nice spot. As you can see, I have the gem bag. Personally, I prefer this. I'll go ahead and check it right now and see how it's doing. Yeah, we got 24 sapphires in there, 10 emeralds, and 8 rubies, and over time just sort of stacks up until eventually it becomes full, and then you do have to empty it into your bank, but it's something that will allow you to not have to worry about having a ton of gems in your inventory. It'll allow you to get more XP per hour as well, since you won't have those gems sort of taking up that spot. As I mentioned before, personally, I prefer it over the coal bag. If you're a lower level though, then the coal bag's going to be better. If you're a higher level, gem bag's going to be better, so you just kind of have to feel for that yourself. You could bring both, but personally, I don't think it's worthwhile. But once you get a full inventory of the pay dirt, then just go ahead and head on down here to the little hopper, and then deposit your inventory on in. And up here, the number of pay dirt that you have on in will change from 0 to however many you're depositing. So for me, it'll be 27. Before I go ahead and loot it, I will talk about you can get a little sweaty by utilizing the best methods to dumping your pay dirt in. So essentially, if you have the small sack, you can put 28 in the first time, 28 in the second time, and then 24 the third time. And that will allow you to just have one space left to which you can deposit a whole nother inventory. Basically, while it can hold a maximum of 81, it can really hold more, but it won't let you deposit anymore if you have 81 already in there. So you want to get to the point to which you have 80 in there, and then deposit another full inventory. If you have a gem bag or a coal bag, then you're going to want to go ahead and deposit a full inventory, another full inventory, and then 26 in your final inventory, and then 27 in your next one, and you'll be good to go as well. If you have the larger sack and a gem bag, then what you're going to want to do is dump a ton of full inventories, and then on your 6th inventory of the cycle, go ahead and drop one of your pay dirts before you go ahead and deposit. That will allow you to be able to put in another inventory. Or if you don't have a gem bag or a coal bag and you have the large sack, then just go ahead and deposit 21 on your 6th inventory rather than a full inventory, and that will allow you to deposit yet again another full one. But once you have some loot in there, go ahead and search the sack and then head on over and deposit in your bank box. I'm going to throw the entire inventory on in, and it will keep my gem bag out. The one thing I do recommend doing is using bank fillers to clog up your bank and not having a placeholder of your gem bag. That way you can deposit all without having to worry about that. If you're using the coal bag instead of the gem bag whenever you are searching from the sack, then just go ahead and make sure to fill up your coal bag with whatever coal you get in your inventory until the coal bag is full. And that way you can basically bank 2 inventories at once the coal bag is full. And that'll be it for the Motherlode mine guide. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave a like. On top of that, anything you'd like to tell me or others, would love to hear in a comment down below. And if you want to see more videos like this as soon as I go live, make sure to subscribe. But with that said, hopefully you have a wonderful day, and peace.